Kai. I am the founder, owner, creative director of Kouri. On Instagram at Made by Kouri, www.madebykouri.com. My personal ad is KVSTLE. And yeah, man, that's what I do. I do a couple things. Former student, I'm a photographer, for fun, but this is my main shtick. This is what I like to do.
How would you describe your style?
How do I describe my style? I'd probably describe my style comfort streetwear. Ever since the baggy pants revolution came back, I've been the happiest camper. I love me pockets. I love zippers. I like denims that are interesting. And I like, boxier fit clothing sometimes. But of course, with some diversity, switch it up with the fitted on certain days. But describing my style, I'm pretty versatile. Color-wise, love earth tones, love to keep it calm. I'm a pretty calm dude, so I feel like my style represents that pretty well. Put that in my designing as well. But yeah, man, calm fits, cozy fits. I like my pockets, like my denims, like my loungewear, hoodies, crew necks, all of that.
Whose style do you admire? Like someone that we would all know that like you look at them and you're like, ah, damn, they're really putting it together. Like, whose style do you admire?
Whose style do I admire? You know what? Someone that you guys might know, probably know. He's pretty mainstream, but Smino. Smino, I took a lot of stylistic advice from Smino. And if I were to go to any specifics, I mean like there's more than one reason. Like it's not just clothes. Like he has long hair. Like we both have long hair. He's kind of showed me the different ways I can style mine. But in terms of clothing, like same kind of idea. Like we got like fitted. We switch up like between cardigans, kind of just streetwear, hoodies, cargos, just crazy denims that are just distressed to nothing, or just the straight pants. Like he's got variety. He really showed all the ways you could change it up. And like, I love to experiment, but at the same time, I can't go too crazy because, well, I mean, times are tough. The economy's not really on my side right now. But yeah, stylistically, Smino's a big one. I like the way like his clothes fit him. I think I've taken a lot of inspiration from him. And yeah, that's one that comes to the top of my head. Yeah.
Yo, do you take any creative inspiration from any music artists? This is kind of like a tough question in a sense, but do you take any like inspiration into music and you put it into fashion?
Okay.
Is that a thing?
I like the question, and I'm gonna make it even more confusing.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah. I talked to shout out my boy Grand Jordan. We had a little discussion about Childish Gambino, because he's arguably my biggest just inspiration on how he lives his life. As much as I love his music, like the way he kind of moves as a creator is very inspirational to me for one reason, and it's he picks what he's interested in, he puts his all into it, he'll exhaust his resources, and the second that he doesn't want to do it anymore, he stops.
He's out, yeah.
He's out.
Yeah.
And as a fan of what he does, I was a fan of him when he was on Community. I was a fan of him rapping. I was a fan of him doing R&B. He was, in like movies now. He did the last Star Wars movie. He's been in other stuff as well. Watching him switch it up as a fan has been annoying because I kind of just want to keep getting what I want to get. But what he taught me was, as a creator, if your heart's not in it, you're not going to be putting your best work forward. And if you're not putting your best work forward, not even you, but even your fans are going to suffer eventually. People that support you are eventually going to suffer because it's not going to be genuine, right? So what he's taught me is, if something drives you, pursue it. If you're starting to fall in love with it, be realistic. If this is not something you have to do, don't keep doing it, right? I played sports back in the day. Eventually, that was not for me. As much as, people in that world, they told me to keep going. I had to switch it. And there's like a lot of just random hobbies that I got into. But when it was time to switch, I did. And even this, like, people, they're in my DMs trying to tell me, just restock the hoodie, restock the hoodie. I'm like, nah, man, like, these ones aren't coming back, unfortunately. There'll be more Kouri, so keep your eyes peeled. But yeah, the inspiration from him as a musical artist, but even just like a creator in general, is he just taught me to do what you need to do your own thing, and keep it as real as possible. And yeah, put that into how I build Kouri, and yeah, I think as a musical artist, that's probably my biggest inspiration.